What is going on, everybody? Welcome to your weekly collective tarot for the week of December 20th through the 26th of 2021. Truly appreciate you as always. I hope you're doing well. What a week we have astrologically. So excited to see what the cards have to say. Another layer. It's good to go through the layers and see what's up. So putting some good energy. Definitely want a truthful message to come through. And that's the best we can do right now. something true. All right, what do we got this week? Seven of Cups in reverse for the Sun, the Illumination card. This is a week that we're narrowing many things down. There could have been a lot going on, a lot of options, a lot of destination points. I think this week is where things get very narrowed down, and it's not about feeling like we missed out. I feel like I'm feeling FOMO with this card. It's not about feeling like we missed out. It's just knowing that what is showing up or what left is really meant for you to focus on right now. Focus on that. Bring emotional intent to the things in life that are showing up with more power right now, and the stuff that's fading away, the stuff's just meant to be faded away. It's not meant to be shine a light on anymore. This is finding sort of a direction that feels good to you and kind of sticking to it. Seven of Coins in reverse. It's probably because a lot of things that are falling away, and this is the moon position, of course, so our emotions is kind of like, look, there's probably aspects in our life that don't have the investment we're looking for. We're not getting the payout we're looking for. There's no emotion, the emotion's not there anymore. This is just narrowing things down to what you really, really want. Simply put, like, we don't have to keep, like, we're transforming so much of our lives right now internally that of course it's going to change the external. And we can't expect the external to be some sense of normal or some sense of the same, because the inner is changing. We're going to get a different outcome, different effect. And that's going to change the way we go about aspects. So we're changing the physical to match a narrowed down direction that we want to really focus on and define right now, so that we can get more return on investment. I think that this can bring up not feeling good about jobs or money aspects that show up in the world, or having to make a change because the inner changed. So if the inner changes, we got to shift that to the outer, and maybe it's time to reflect this week on what it is you're really trying to get out of the physical world, and does it really match what's going on in your interior world. Mars got the Ace of Swords. Love that. Like, we're cutting into a new direction and defining, and we're ready to pierce into the veil of maybe the greatest things that we can move for. I think things are getting so narrowed down and so direct that it's all about the cut. Mars is a cutting agent. This is the Ace of Swords. This is literally cutting into the next story. Like, the download's here. It's time to change. We got to act on the intellectual knowing of the direction we want to go right now. And that's what's going to make us feel better about the changes in the physical. And that's just what we need to illuminate to, instead of being so wide open with so many different options, it gets much more tailored this week, much more direct. And we want to go in that directness because that's piercing us into destiny. And I really feel that to be true as I say it. Three of Coins in reverse for Mercury. You know, maybe it's time to realize what you're building for yourself is most important. Maybe it's not all about what you're building with other people. And maybe that's part of the Venus retrograde that we're going through in Capricorn. We got to kind of boss up within our own mind right now to realize how we can come back into ourselves and really go in a direction that we want to build towards, and not just build for any old thing, not just build with anybody, but this is like, it's bigger than that. This is like the groundwork, and coming into the understanding of that groundwork and that direction, because things got narrowed down, because you know a change needs to be made to feel better. So I think that this is where it's hard with this Three of Coins reverse, is because we're going to want to have other people have the same understanding of the physical values or what we're trying to accomplish, and that's probably going to be where it's hard to relate. because it's going to be so individuated right now. And that doesn't mean that you won't have people that are trying to build with you. It's just you're probably going to see and understand much more clearly than you thought about who's working with the team and who's not. Who kind of is ready to get things going for the future, and who is not. Who wants to get up the mountain and who doesn't. Who's a real player and who isn't. And it's a player in your life. You know, I'm not here to judge or say anybody is or isn't a player. This is, you know, for everybody to figure out on their own. 9 of coins in reverse for Venus. Yeah, it's very interesting getting that 7 of coins for the moon and the 9 of coins reverse for Venus. It just... We're having to go backwards here and go inwards to make sure that we have everything in order for what is going to give us the best. And it's the best for each and every one of our individual missions. So we're trying to narrow a lot down. I think relationships could have felt like they were so close to the perfect point, and now it's like, oh my gosh, they're, you know, we might be seeing that they're not. That there's just, we got to go back and hash things out. Gosh, I can't help but feel like that's cutting, you know, relationships away that just don't match the physical destiny, the inward destiny, the real feel-good energy that we're looking for. Jupiter got the 6 of Wands, the victory card. That's where I think that there are the benefits right now, as people are coming into their victory mindset and are ready to cut into that direction. I love Mars getting that Ace of Swords upright. Like, there's definitely victory out there for the people that realize that they can have better and they can do better and they can pierce into the direction they want and they can start things, and we're not bound to anything right now. If you think you're stuck and bound, you're not. That's an old belief. This is about believing in the new victories, believing in the forward march to those victories, and having the gusto and the know-how to do it and to get there. So I think that this is where so many people are ready for the change, and they're not going to let people hold them back. Relationships, money, they're going to figure out new ways to get to their victory, because the download came in, and it's just about narrowing that down and realizing that as long as you believe in yourself right now, you can make so much happen. But it's got to be for your innovative truth and your new direction, and it's got to be going forward. Forward is where victory is at. Saturn got the Queen of Swords in reverse. Interesting card to get with Saturn. I mean, a very Aquarian, very cold card, but it's in reverse, so it's like maybe we don't want to be extremely cold, or we don't want to, you know, have other people's coldness or society's coldness turn our hearts cold. We have to be very sharp mentally. And I think that that's what I'm really feeling from this, is if we can push our mental sharpness and our direction and our knowing of what is our truth, what's going to justify our lives. You know, that might be hard because society is saying you have to do something that goes completely against the direction you want to go and your victory. But you got to march on. You got to have the courage to get there. So it's the courage to be in your own mental sovereignty and to not let Saturn and society and this physical world, not have that energy dictate your mental genius and power and direction and how you can create from that direction. Pluto got the Page of Cups, so we're transforming a lot of our emotions to a more youthful place, coming from a place of realizing we can start fresh, realizing there's beautiful emotions to be had, maybe realizing we need to communicate our emotions more, and by communicating our true feelings, we're liberating ourselves in some way, we're moving towards our victory, and we're changing our emotional landscape to fit. We're not changing our emotions to fit, we're changing the physical world to fit our emotions that are changing. And, embracing that youthful energy of new growth. So I would say Pluto's saying transform into some younger energy but mature energy at the same time, so that you can take care of yourself and put your message out there from the depths of your soul so that it can come true. Earth element, stability. Yeah, we're going to be needing some stability this week, but I think we can find it. It's stability within. It's not about the exterior right now. The more stable we are within and the more we can hone in on what that is in our physical world and not get lost, or not feel restricted from the aspects of our world that we can create right now. There's a lot we can put in. It's definitely time to get the work done, though. Like, this is a time to put the real effort in, because I think the inside is feeling that the outer needs a change, and the only way to do that is to feel secure within, so that you can build security outside. As within, so without. Whoa, that was Pluto. Pluto, Cancer, first house. Yeah, deep emotional transformation about the direction we're going, the identification, and how we can find a lot of power, but we might be feeling like a deep identity shift. And it's because we found a direction, and it's a new one, but it's the victory. And we can find a lot of personal power this week if we can get ourselves locked in, strong, secure. But emotions can be a wreck right now too, if you're seeing life change and transform in front of you, but you're not willing to change and adapt to it, or you're not willing to listen to the intuition of the changes that need to be made to bring the world into a place that you want it. So kind of a big ego, big identity shift, and it starts from within, but that's the transformation right now. And it's about like a youthful energy, and I like that the Pluto card got the Page of Cups, and then we get Pluto, first house, Cancer. It has some of that energy. Like, let's start a new emotional identifying journey right now, and we don't have to hold on to the old one anymore. Like, we're transforming into a very pivotal, very emotionally intuitive direction, because the mental's ready for it. We've learned a lot. So this week's transforming. A lot about family too. It is, of course, Christmas week, so there could be a lot of willful energy when it comes to families this week, and we're gonna have to find stability when it comes to relating, but also, not being pressured or not being manipulated by others. I do hope you have a great week. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. I love you all very much. It's quite the week, so we'll see what shows up in this world, or how it goes for all of us on a personal level, but this is probably the biggest week of the year. So seems like a big time to find inner stability and transform ourselves for that. And it's all to narrow down a direction that we feel most called to. So sending you all my love and best. Have a great week. Much love. Peace.